52, another amazing event of the summer. Lately, the pay-per-views have been pretty badass events, and this one is no exception. Man, I love this one. I cannot wait for this one. I was prepared to do 5 fights for the entire main card, but I literally just found out a minute ago that Kutalaba has COVID, and now his fight with Ankalaev has been postponed. So in this video, so I don't know which fight they're moving up to the main card, but as of right now, I'm only have 4 to talk about. Maybe Thursday I will update some prelims when I do some more footage watching and some research. But right now I got the 4 that I see on the main card. So here we go. Finally, we have the trilogy, the rubber match between Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic, and it's interesting because ever since I opened my channel, I never thought that I would be talking about the same fight 3 times, but here it is. One of my first videos was Cormier versus Miocic the first time, and of course the second time, and here we go again. So the first time Cormier and Miocic fought, I picked Cormier to win by submission round 3 or 4. He won by knockout round 1. The second time I made the same pick, Cormier by late stoppage. He lost by TKO round 4. However, a fight that, in my opinion, he was either 3-0 going to the 4th round, or at the very least 2-1. But I think I had it 3-0. And then Miocic got the TKO round 4 after beating Cormier into with those body shots. And now I'm making the same pick this time. This time, however, I'm not picking Cormier by submission, possibly, but I am picking Cormier again to get it done in the later rounds, maybe round 3 or 4. It could be submission, it could be ground and pound. I don't know. It's really hard for me to make a specific pick on this one, but I mean, here's the thing, right? So if you watch the first fight, there's not really much to talk about it. The fight was Miocic. It lasted almost the entire first round, like 4.5 minutes, where a lot of people say Miocic was dominating. No, he wasn't. I think he was winning for sure. I'm talking about the first fight here. I thought he was winning. He was doing better in the exchanges, but Cormier knocked him out. And for anyone that says that the only reason he won is because of the eye poke, you're just a hater. That eye poke had nothing to do with Cormier landing that uppercut or so. And then the second fight, once again, when I read these comments, you'll see a lot of comments of people saying, yeah, Miocic dominated Cormier. He was, he beat him the whole fight. And now, every time I read this, I'm like, did you watch the fight? I mean, did you actually watch this fight, or did you just Wikipedia the result? No, Miocic wasn't dominating anything. The only round that he dominated was round 4, and that's where he got the TKO. But round 1 was a solid, dominant round for Cormier. Not 10-8 dominant, but dominant 10-9, where he did better in the stand-up, and he took Miocic down, almost classic Cormier takedown, where he slammed him on the floor and controlled him effortlessly. So it was DC's first and only takedown in the entire fight, and he was able to get Miocic down, and he was able to control him. So yeah, so round 1 was 10-9 dominant for Cormier. Then round 2, the stand-up was pretty even. They were both. It was a stand-up battle where they were both landing good shots on each other, but Cormier was the one that was pushing the pace. And officially, if you look at the numbers, Cormier was the one that had landed the better, the more significant strikes. So I give Cormier round 2 as well. Like I said, it was pretty even as far as significant strikes. Actually, it was Cormier a little bit better, but he was the one doing the pressure and the one putting pressure on Miocic. Then round 3, but it wasn't as clear as round 1. But still 10-9 Cormier. And then round 3, it was even less obvious. And I guess that is the one that some people think Miocic won, because it was a very close round. I just think Cormier stole that round towards the end of it, because he had been pretty competitive, but I think towards the end Cormier did enough to actually make a difference and steal the round for me. But that was up for debate, you know. If somebody thinks Miocic won round 3, then I mean, I don't. Like I said, it wasn't too one-sided to say that, you know, that would be wrong. But then round 4, well, you could tell that they were both gassed, but Cormier was way more gassed than Miocic. And then on top of that, Miocic found home for that left hook to the body that he started to land on Cormier over and over. I think I counted 9, maybe 10 clean body shots to Cormier. So, you know, him being fatigued, plus on top the power that Miocic has, plus the fact that it was like 9-10 of them, that was just basically the beginning of the end for Cormier. He started to eat all those shots. He had no answer for them. You could tell that he was just swinging wild, and eventually, you know, Miocic TKO'd him. But the one thing that I think, and like, this is my opinion, this is why I'm picking Cormier, is for other things, you know, you gotta wonder, and this is up for debate now, who has more motivation? Cormier, this is his last fight. It has to be. I'm pretty sure it is, win or lose. So, you know, who's more motivated? Cormier to say, I'm going to go there, get my belt back, and retire as the undefeated or as the undisputed champion? Or am I going to lose my last fight, you know? And Miocic has it where he's, you know, I'm not going to lose to these guys, you know. I'm not going to be the guy that Cormier retires to, you know, with the win. So I think Cormier has more motivation, but at the same time, Miocic has a lot of motivation too. This is obviously, I don't know what Cormier is going to do, but I do question why he did not use his wrestling the way, like I said, one takedown, it's all he did, round 1. And he took him down effortlessly and controlled him like nothing. So I think him and his team are going to go watch footage and rewatch this, and I think they're going to realize, hey, I'm an Olympic wrestler. I can take Miocic down if I want to, and control him. And even if he doesn't get the takedown, at least it's gonna put in the, you know, Dominic Cruz always talks about it. Even if you don't get the takedown, at least it's gonna make Miocic think twice about committing, because he's gonna have to be ready for the takedown. So like I said, if you watch the fight, you gotta wonder why Cormier did not choose to wrestle anymore, and maybe because he thought he was doing better, because he was on the stand-up, that he thought he was gonna win. But I think he'll make adjustments, and he'll incorporate wrestling more into this fight and get a, you know what, I'm just gonna go with submission. Cormier by submission, round 3 or 4. Not super confident though, because Miocic is a badass fighter, and he could very well, and has a wrestling background, so he could very well surprise me and keep the fight standing and knock Cormier out again. But I'm like 60-40 on this one, but I got Cormier again. Then Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. So I refuse to believe that we're gonna have the 4th hype train derailed, you know? And of course, I'm talking about Sean O'Malley. So in the past year, we've had 3 hype trains completely derailed. You had Johnny Walker, who got derailed by Corey Anderson. Then you had Corey Sandhagen derailed by Aljamain Sterling. However, there's no shame in losing to Sterling. He could very well, you know, give Peter Yan a very tough fight. And then just last week or 2 weeks ago, you had Derek Brunson derail Edmond Shapsion, whatever. I refuse to believe that Sean O'Malley is the 4th guy to get derailed by Marlon Vera. I have Sean O'Malley knockout round one. I think he. It's just a matter of look at these people's skills. Look at their speed, the technique, the power. O'Malley just looks. He reminds me of a young, motivated Conor. And you've seen my videos. I'm not a fan of Conor, but because of his because the toxicity of his fans, in part due to his personality, but O'Malley just looks like another level. He might just be the next big thing. So I think whatever stand-up Marlon Vera has is not gonna work, and I think Sean O'Malley's just gonna piece him up and knock him out. I will pick round one, but I'm gonna go with O'Malley knockout round two. Then Junior Dos Santos versus Rosenstruck. Man, once again, I'm talking about Junior. Junior has all the skills in the world to win this fight. If he wasn't just such a dumbass, if you watch Junior's fight with Mark Hunt, these are kind of old, Shane Carwin, and even Tuivasa, you will see that he has a really nice takedown, especially the one with Carwin. His double leg takedown is top level, and Carwin was a good wrestler himself that Brock Lesnar couldn't. Never mind. He took him down once he was gassed, but see, this one is tough. Even right now, I'm trying to debate who's gonna win this fight. Because I want to believe that Junior, being the veteran that he is, that he's not gonna go there and slug it out with Rosenstruck, because it's only gonna take one from Rosenstruck, and he's gonna get knocked out. If Junior if I could know what Junior is thinking, and if I could know that he's gonna go there and make this a mixed martial arts fight and not a boxing match, which is what he loves to do. He even did it against Ngannou, and well, he got what he asked for. He got knocked out in the first round. So that's the problem. I don't know. I hate, because I'll pick Rosenstruck and then go watch Junior Dos Santos go and take him down over and over, and then I pick Ngannou, or if I pick Junior, he's gonna go there and he's gonna slug it out with Jairzinho. But I'm gonna go with Junior. I'm going to believe that his team have sat down and said, dude, do not go there and trade punches with this guy. I'm not confident at all. I'm 55-45. But if Alistair Overeem was 4 seconds away from winning a decision and was able to take the guy down and was able to avoid the big power shots, I believe that Junior can do it as well. And Junior could very well surprise and knock him out, because he has power. So, and the thing is that I think Junior's hands are faster. His footwork is better. His technique is better. But the power and the chin of Junior is what concern me, and the power of Rosenstruck, of course. So I'm very, very vocal here. I am not confident, but I am 55-45 that Junior goes there with the game plan and upsets with the late TKO. I'm gonna go round 3 knockout Junior, but if he goes out there and decides that he's gonna go prove that he's a good boxer and he's gonna go slug it out with Jairzinho, I hope he gets knocked the fuck out. I hope they break his jaw and then be like, well, there you go, you got what you asked for. So Junior, round 3 TKO, not confident at all. And then John Dodson and Dvalishvili, running out of time here. Here's the thing that I have with Dvalishvili. Who has this guy beat? Once again, I run into this situation where a guy that has beat nobody's. Gustavo Lopez, Casey Kenny, Brad Katona, Tyrion Ware. Who the hell are these people? Now he's fighting John Dodson, that has only lost to Peter Yan, he's the champion who destroyed Aldo. Jimmy Rivera, who's ranked, I don't know, 3 or 4. Marlon Moraes, who's number 1. Demetrius Johnson, and then John Lineker, who was ranked before he left the UFC. I'm picking Dodson by decision. The quality of opponents and the skill, and like I said, who has Dvalishvili beat. So Cormier by submission round 4, O'Malley knockout round 2, Junior Dos Santos by TKO round 3, and Dodson decision.